Or Your Mind Mentality Edition 48, Donald Sterling Part 2. There's some stuff I left unsaid. One time I was on the street. This black man in a BMW, he was a younger guy, about 20, in his 20s, 21. He said to me, "You chink," and then he laughed at me. Now my point of this is, Donald Sterling is being labeled as a bigot racist, but he has a style about him, and you might want to consider that he might have had a lot of bad experiences with certain people, cultures, because a culture is part of the race. It's not just the skin color. Chinese people, Asian people have apathetic, unemotional attitudes. At times are very oppressive. That's part of the culture. Women from the Middle East have to wear a garment over their face. That's part of the culture. Hispanic women have 8 or 10 babies. That's part of the culture. You see it in laundromats all the time. A friend of mine is Puerto Rican. He explained to me that women think that one of their kids might be really successful and take care of them for the rest of their lives. That's why they have a lot of kids. The free to be, hug a tree demeanor, mentality of that woman is that she thinks it's just skin. Wrong. It's not just skin color, it's the culture of that nationality. You have to consider he's more reserved and he wants to keep low key, and he does not want to put himself out there like that woman. She wants to take pictures with tons of people on Instagram and other social media networks. That's a style. That's his style. That doesn't mean he's a racist. He has a set of beliefs, and I haven't seen him lie. Mexicans do treat blacks poorly based on the looks. Let's not be politically correct here. We could say Hispanics and African Americans. He needs to be just left alone. On a side note, I've made this movie about 3 or 4 times, and I'm out here trying to do my stuff, and there's all kinds of irritating people just being nosy. You know, you just can't be left alone. People have an inability to see how their conduct affects other people and how they affect their surroundings. Is another example. I had a problem with the Android smartphone where it didn't save the MP4 right. So this is probably about the 5th time I've had to remake this movie and say the same things over and over. I had to make it again because the other movie was at night, so I wanted to get good lighting. So Donald Sterling is not a racist. He's not. That's a label, because every person's situation is unique and different. That's like putting a blanket statement like left wing, right wing, and that's how you're gonna vote based on what party they're at. It's based on the type of person they are and who they are. Your culture and your culture is part of your race. It determines how you're gonna act. It really does. We are a slave to our culture. There's a lot more to say on this. The man is also, it's free speech, where he didn't intentionally put it out there for people to ridicule or persecute. He didn't do it intentionally to agitate anybody. This is what happens when you get a prankster mentality when somebody records your video or your movie and puts it out there.